Hello anybody, I am Konadian, and today we are playing High School Romance. This is a game which we are about to play. It's a different game. It's a very different game. It's about time we did a visual novel. It's been a while since we did a visual novel. This is a weird visual novel. Hopefully you guys will like this, because it's gonna be interesting. Trust me. If you know the RPG Minx, you may know of a series that she does called SOS with Sinnoh, which is shit on Steam, which she and Sinnoh play the weird shit that's on Steam now because of Greenlight and everything. So, yeah, this was one of the videos, and I was like, oh, that was pretty weird. It seems kind of interesting. And then I saw Chilled Chaos start playing it, and I was like, you know what? Hey, if people think it's good enough to make a video out of, let's just play it, because I have a slight interest in it, because it's just, you'll understand. I like weird games. I like just bad games as well, but weird games are my favorite games. This is a weird game. We're gonna do it. Let's do this. I already tried recording this earlier, but because I was playing OBS, Open Broadcast Screen, the thing, OBS program that you can use to record, and a lot of people use to stream, it does not want to read this box. It wasn't reading it. I don't know why. Yeah. It was supposed to be a new school, a new start. Guys my age are supposed to have friends, to go out and have fun. Was it foolish of me to think that would actually happen? To look forward to it? I just arrived this morning, getting off the train and lugging a suitcase full of clothes and personal effects along the narrow, bustling sidewalks. It's a scene I was used to. Every new place I moved, I was always the weird transfer student. But for once, I was happy to be somewhere new, a place I could really call home, a private boarding school. All I could think about was how lucky I was to be here, to have a school where I could finally belong. That is, until... Man. That character design... What did you say? Whoa! That character design. It's a little everything. This boarding school only admits girls. This character art seems familiar. Shoji? Jesus, look at that face. Shoji, are you alright? That's not the face you make when you're asking if someone's alright. That is a manipulative way of asking, are you alright? That is an evil expression. At this moment, I'm anything but alright. But I have to play it cool. Sorry, what? You look a little out of it. There, that's more of a relaxed, concerned expression. I think we're all a little surprised, but are you sure you're okay? That's it. It has to be a dream. This is a nightmare. I'm going to wake up now. I'm fine, I think. There's no need to worry. I'm sure it was an honest mistake. This isn't the kind of trouble I usually associate with the principal's office. So far, she's been kind and understanding about the issue, but maybe a little too nonchalant. She looks so young that, at first, I couldn't tell her apart from some of the students. Yeah. She looks like a student. I've tried calling your parents, but neither of them have been answering the phone. So you're the principal. Nah, you have a crown and your name is Leia. Princess Leia. That's kind of funny. Ha. Oh, they're probably still on the plane. It's a half-truth. My parents work for the government. They've always needed to travel for work, and their schedule is especially busy this year. This time, even I might not be able to talk to them much for a couple of weeks. Which leaves you here for the time being. This probably wouldn't be a big deal to most students. I get that. A boy in an all-girls school? Sounds like a quirky story you'd tell to a new acquaintance. One time, in high school, I got accepted to an all-girls school. It would be a great dinner party anecdote. But right now, I just feel terrified. My mother said she went to this school herself. How did she not realize? But this wasn't always an all-girls boarding school. This was only a recent change in the last decade or so. We've always had a high female enrollment, but they decided to make it exclusive. When your mother was here, I'm sure it was co-ed. Yeah, you look really happy to be telling the history of this place. Although, that doesn't explain why she marked you as female on the forms. Female? My mother works for the government, but she can't even fill out a student recommendation correctly. Well, I wish I could do something to help, but my hands are tied. It's kind of against the rules to let a guy in. Wait, there has to be something we can do, some kind of loophole. It happens all the time in anime. Really? 6 minutes in and we're already whipping out these kind of things, eh? 6 minutes in. You do realize that this is real life, right? Okay, thank you. But that was a little weird. Shouldn't do that, actually. That's really weird. Don't break fourth walls in your game if you want to, like, solidify your game being, like, pretty interesting and stuff. You shouldn't just whip out something like that. That's not... Like, you could say, like, it always happens in movies or something like that. Like, don't make it a blatant saying that it's like, it always like an anime. You don't reference the source material sort of thing, you know? Or whatever, I don't know. Maybe, do you guys get it? I don't know. Why are you so afraid of leaving? If I do, I'll be dragged around the country with my parents for another year. I just got here. I don't want to leave. Please, I'm begging you. I'll do anything. Wait. I can't tell when is, like, internal dialogue or external, because I thought internal was all this italics, but then this is italics. And he's speaking it loud. An exception, huh? Well, you are pretty effete. Effete? Lacking strength, courage, or spirit. Or resembling a woman. Having lost character... Wait, so you're... What? Hold on. See, it says resembling a woman, but then it says stuff like having lost character, vitality, or strength, marked by weakness, soft or delicate form, or as if from a pampered existence. Okay, a lot of it's, like, really, insulting, but then other ones are saying, like, it just means you're, like, feminine. What are you talking about? I meant your body. You might be able to pass as one. One of what? Are you going to let me in? Yes. I think I know a way. Oh, thank God. But only if you pretend to be a girl. Pretend to be a girl? Is that even legal? Looking at your file, your academic performance is very impressive. I don't think she's listening to me. We did accept you here for a reason, of course, all gender mistakes aside. You're lacking a little in clubs and extracurricular activities, but your grades and aptitude tests more than make up for it. It shouldn't be a problem, really. You'll fit right in. How she came to that conclusion, I have no idea. I don't think... Listen. Why did she get all close all of a sudden? and so serious. I know you need this. This is your final year, right? Yes. Then you have entrance exams coming up, and you have to be thinking about your future. Further delaying your admission to a school will put you behind in your studies and could be disastrous for your record. If you enter late, you'll already be playing catch-up with your classmates. Getting admitted to another school is going to take time. But if you stay here, all you have to do is pretend. Think of it like a drama club that happens to be full-time. Drama? She does have a point, though. I never had much to distract me from schoolwork, so my grades have always been high. No friends to go out with on weekends or having lunch with during school hours. I guess it made me very studious. And while I do want friends, I don't want that... I don't want the... And while I... shit. Don't have... That seemed like confusing grammar and then I accidentally clicked. I guess, but how am I supposed to do that? Oh, that's the easy part. You just have to dress like you're one of the girls. Right, so easy. Is she out of her mind? Alright, well, to advance the story, forget it. I'll do what I have to. I see. Whoa, the music got all really upbeat and happy. I like the soundtrack. I see. To be honest, it's a little daunting being told that I have to dress up like a girl. As far as I know, a lot of work goes into girls' daily maintenance. And the mandatory school uniforms involve skirts, which seems risky. But Miss Rowan is looking at me so intently, I can't bear to say no to her. So, Leah Rowan? Interesting. I get the feeling that she's really taking a chance on me. I guess we both are. Are you okay with it, then? I don't think I have much of a choice. Nope, not really. Does she have to say that so brightly? Half the time I can't even tell if she's being serious or not. I'm glad you're in agreement. Some boys your age wouldn't be so mature about it. It's a good quality to have. I'm not sure I can pull it off, to be honest. Just the fact that you're not freaking out over your masculinity or something is good enough for me. As for actually having the skill to do it, I'm sure you'll pick it up quickly. Or do you think that women are mysterious creatures never to be understood? I don't know which way to answer that and not be offensive. Which is, in itself, a good answer. You're thoughtful, Soji. Shoji, not Soji. Like soda. Oh, I want a drink now. You're thoughtful, Shoji. That's a quality that will help you here, and one I personally admire. See, you're proving to be a good fit for the school already. I hope so. Now, about your clothes. I take it you didn't bring any women's attire? What? No, why would I? Oh, no reason. I was just asking. Teehee. Anyway, we'll need to change that soon. I have my schedule here. If you'll just give me a moment, I'm sure we can work something out. For now, let's just adjust your hair a little. Huh? What do you... There. You look like a girl already. That quickly? I should be able to find a substitute for my second period tomorrow. What? I thought you were the principal. Are you a teacher? That's something a teacher would say, is it not? Substitute for your second period? Your second period? Do you teach a class too? Ah, of course you wouldn't know. I teach gym here, as well as being the principal. Yep, of course, a character like that would obviously teach gym. Wow. What a surprise. Whoa. Wow, alright. I've never heard of a principal that moonlights as a teacher, but I've never been to an all ghouls. God. Oh, this is bad. I've never heard of a principal that moonlights as a teacher, but I've never been to an all-girls school either. Wait, what does our second period have to do with me? Yes, I think that works out nicely. I'll have someone cover my class. Then we can go shopping together. Shopping? With the principal? When I said I wanted to go to a new school and make friends, this really wasn't what I meant. Is that necessary? Don't we have uniforms? For the most part, you'll be wearing your school uniform, yes. But during off hours, you're allowed to dress casually. Dress casually. I know it's an odd situation, but wearing just your school uniform would come across as strange. This entire situation is strange. You'll be okay for tonight, though. There is a dress code, of course, though you're not really at risk of breaking it. But we should start off crafting your identity as a girl as soon as possible, don't you think? Right now, I don't know what to think. Great! I didn't even say anything. This is all happening so fast. I feel like I can't keep up. But still, for all the hurdles suddenly being thrown my way, I get the sense that this stupid situation somehow worked out in my favor. At least Miss Rowan seems enthusiastic about me joining the school. Miss Rowan? Yes? Oh god, that face again. That is manipulative. This is an evil school. What about my, appearance? Oh, don't worry about that, Shoji. You're definitely pretty enough to be a girl. I'm not sure whether that was a compliment or an insult. But the way that she said it, I think it was intended as the former. I'll see you tomorrow, then. Wait, how am I going to get out of here dressed like this? I hear Miss Rowan's voice from two directions. Selena to Miss Rowan's office, Selena to Miss Rowan's office. Who's Selena? Won't she realize I'm a boy? Girls can dress boyishly too, if they want. It doesn't necessarily imply anything. And, if she is suspicious, this will be a good exercise in thinking on your feet. You're testing me already? I wasn't thinking about it like that, but I guess you could see it that way. Just try to relax and look natural, like you're supposed to be here. Everything will be fine, I think. Crap, I can feel my heart racing, but Miss Rowan looks really calm. Selena will show you around and take you to your dorm. Wait a minute. This design looks really familiar now. Okay. Okay, yeah. Alright. I'll just go with that. Okay. So it seems like the art for this game is done by the person that made, or one of the artists from Skullgirls, which I really liked the art style for that game. And I like the art style for this game. Just like the character models, I can really notice it in her, the blonde one, that has like the Skullgirls look. It just has that art style. I really like it. So, yeah. You call him skip that line because I keep forgetting that I don't have to re-click on the window to continue it because this game is like that. Oh, wow. I really wasn't expecting to be taken to my room by a girl like her. It doesn't even sound right when I think about it. She's looking at me a bit strangely. I wonder if she suspects anything. Selena, this is Shoji. She's a new student this year who got here a little late, and I thought you'd like to show her around. Right, she. I need to get used to the new pronouns. No, you don't need to get used to the new pronouns. If this seems to be like a Western-made game, so because of the whole art and like Skullgirls Artist 2 as well thing, it's a Western game in a visual novel style, which means it's very weird that you'd be talking about needing to get used to the new pronouns, because the pronouns for here would just be using she instead of he. There isn't like different prefixes and everything for words and stuff. It's just she and he, or him and her. It's very simple. Very, very simple. There's no complexity to referencing a person. In fact, much of our speech is very gender neutral. So yes, you don't need to get used to pronouns. Oh yeah, I should have realized because your name's Shoji that this is what they were going for. Either way, Oh, definitely! I'd be happy to. Oh. What was that? I needed to figure out a voice for her. Oh, definitely. I'd be happy to. That sounds like the same voice. Whatever, my female voice for everything is the same. Since it's a boarding school, it's not often we get new students in the higher grades. It'll be nice to have a new face in our classes. I'm glad to be here. That smile. Is she always so enthusiastic? Well, at least that smile's more comforting than the one in the middle. It's nice to meet you. And you as well. I think I've done alright talking softly so far. Make sure she gets settled in, Selena. Here's the key to her dorm in B block, and take Shoji to her class as well. Got it. Come on, Shoji. I'll show you all the places you need to know to get your start. I'll show you all the places you need to know to get your started. That your doesn't need to be there. Or you can make it a you. Plus, the best ways to beat your classmates to class each morning, if you're the go-getter type. Have a good day, you two. Thanks. See you later. Much later. See you, Miss Rowan. This is the main hall. It gets really crowded before classes begin, so a lot of us choose to walk outside instead. Maybe it's just me, but a stroll outside always helps me clear my head. Do you like the outdoors, Shoji? Sure. Sorry, sounds like a dumb question, I was just curious where you were from, if you were a city girl or not. Is there a right answer to this question? My parents travel a lot, so really, I've lived all over. Oh, well-traveled. You're so lucky. I think traveling would be really exciting, but I never get to go anywhere. Story of my life. You have to tell me all the places you've been sometime. Okay, sure, whenever you want. Great. Also, this is the storage closet. Usually, only class representatives are allowed to dig around in here. But if you need to get something, it's polite to knock. Knock? Knock? Come on, this way. Selena seems to like to talk, or at least she wouldn't mind my being quiet. The school campus is pretty big. I'm still a little confused by the layout as she takes me through the hallways. I realize now that I didn't even come in through the main entrance this morning. Although getting lost is the least of my worries right now. And it's hard to concentrate on directions with her walking next to me. Now isn't the time to be getting distracted with things like those. Whoa! Really? You're like things like those. Things like those. God, the writing is beautiful in this game. With things like those. I mean, that. Oh, boy! Things like that! Wow! This character is amazing! I really need to focus. And here's your classroom. So, this is a classroom in an all-girls school? Well, yeah. It looks just like any other classroom, doesn't it? Of course! Oh, yes, of course. I've never seen one before, so... Were you expecting it to be pink or something? What? No? Huh, it's okay, I was just joking. It's a pity we won't be in the same class together, though. We won't? Afraid not. Our grade is split into 2 classes, so, in a sense, that makes us rivals. I don't really see why that would be the case, but if she says so. But, I hear good things about your teacher, so I wouldn't worry too much. You might even be able to sneak off now and then. Sneak off? What is she talking about? I decided to leave those questions for later. Now, the real challenge will be finding my way back here tomorrow. Do you mind if we walk back to my dorm from here? I want to try and memorize the way so I'm not late tomorrow. Sure thing. That's probably a good idea now that you mention it. This way. I'll take you through the grounds so you can see them too. I can tell there's something on her mind from the way she keeps looking at me. She's sticking to normal questions though, which is a relief. Some students like to bring lunch out here and eat in the sun. It's a nice break from being inside all day. I just can't stand being cooped up inside and sitting still, you know? Gym and lunch is always the highlights of the day for me. What about you? I'm not the greatest athlete. You'll come over to my side eventually, once I teach you the ropes, that is. Part of me was hoping for an invitation to sit with her at lunch, but there wasn't one. Still, her kindness seems genuine so far, and I'm glad I got to meet her first. It would have been bad if it was someone more curious. Home sweet home. This is your dorm. Wow, this is actually really nice looking. It may not look like much right now, but once you get it personalized a little, you'll be comfortable. Thank you. I think I can find my way. Huh? Wait. Huh? Wait, did she just shut the door? The number of times I've been alone with a girl in a private room can be counted on one hand. That is some great internal monologuing right there. Ooh. I love self-destructive characters. So good. And the counting wouldn't take up that many fingers. Even better. Wow. So, I gotta ask, are you a lesbian? Not the turn I was expecting for this game. This is gonna go blunt to here, but I mean, it's kind of expected. Interesting. Huh. Oh my god. This is what I was thinking too. Is that the sort of thing girls just ask each other? What? Sorry. Is it a difficult question? No? No, it's not a difficult question, or no, I'm not a lesbian? Yes? I mean, both. I'm not a lesbian. Wait, was that the right answer? I mean, I definitely like girls, but I'm so confused. I'm sorry. Maybe that was a little forward, I just noticed your clothes, and since they're really boyish, I thought maybe it was a statement, you know, the cute butch tomboy type. Oh. I can see where she might have come to that conclusion. No, nothing like that. I just really like comfortable clothes, huh? Well, I guess that makes sense. Still, I bet you look extra cute in your uniform and other girly clothes, don't you? Really? Because I'm trying extra hard not to think about it. I don't really think so. Aw, and you're modest too! Well, I'm glad you're going to be with us this year. Like I said, we're not in the same class, but I'm sure I'll see you around. Have a good night! Just like that, she's gone. I finally get a moment to breathe and actually think. This is also bizarre. I doubt that Mom knew what she was signing me up for. But I don't think she would fault me for what I have to do. The principal approved it, so it must be okay, right? I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, there's another pop-up. Thank you, Windows Defender, for telling me that my virus protection is out of date. Even though I you just use other antiviruses and stuff, but thanks, Windows Defender, you're just on the ball today. Miss Rowan did say there would be a uniform in here ready for me. I wonder if it's in the wardrobe. Oh, are these? The skirts are one thing, but folded neatly at the bottom of the drawer. Are those panties? They even have the school colors and logo on them. This is all too strange. I think it's even making me tired. I should unpack, but really, if I'm not even going to be wearing these clothes much, why bother? All I want to do is sleep. Maybe I'll wake up and this will all be one of those strange anxiety dreams. Ooh, sorry to burst your bubble, man, but this is not going to be one of those strange anxiety dreams. Strange anxiety dreams are way a little more different. Like, you would have been, like, pantsless through this whole thing, maybe. I don't know. God, that'd be weird. That's how you know it'd be an anxiety dream. Or, like, just like, something like that. It wouldn't have been just simple like that, probably. It wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, you gotta be a girl in an all-girls school. You gotta pretend to be a girl. You're gonna be, like, stuck with... It's going to be impossible odds against you to be able to do right here, and then the first person you would meet would immediately notice that there's something wrong, and then, like, everything would go downhill, and every horrible thing that could happen would happen. But that hasn't happened, so it's not one of those dreams. Yeah!